We have the equation a to the fourth plus b cubed plus c squared equals 2009. And I'm going to start by looking at a because it has the highest power, so it's probably the most substantial term on the left-hand side. We're told that a is a perfect square, so a might be 1, or 4, or 9, or 16, etc. But a little bit of trial and error can narrow this down even more. If we try a equals 9, for example, then when we look at a to the fourth, that ends up being 9 to the fourth, which is 6,561, and this is just too big. The right-hand side of the equation is 2009. We need all the terms on the left-hand side to be less than that. So a can't be 9. We also know it can't be 16 or any of the other larger perfect squares, so a has to be either 1 or 4. Let's try a equals 4, and if that doesn't end up working, later we can go back and try a equals 1. If a equals 4, then the term a to the fourth ends up being 4 to the fourth, which is 256. We recognize that this is not too big, and we plug it into the original equation. We end up with 256 plus b cubed plus c squared equals 2009. And we can subtract 256 from both sides to simplify things, giving us b cubed plus c squared equals 1,753. Now let's take a look at b. We know that b is also a perfect square, so b could be 1, or 4, or 9, or 16, or 25, etc. And a little bit of trial and error will help again here. If we try b equals 16, then when we look at b cubed, that's going to be 16 cubed, which is 4,096. And that's also too big. So that means that b can't be 16 or 25 or any of the other perfect squares larger than 9. That means that b has to be 9, 4, or 1, so long as a equals 4 was the right choice. So we try those possibilities. We start with b equals 9. If b equals 9, then b cubed is going to be 729. Let's try and plug that in. If we plug that in to the equation we had before, this becomes 729 plus c squared equals 1,753. If we subtract 729 from both sides, that leaves us with c squared equals 1,024. And if you take the square root of both sides, you end up getting c equals 32. And that gives us a solution. C equals 32, b equals 9, and a equals 4 fits the bill. We're asked to find a plus b plus c in this case. That gives us 4 plus 9 plus 32, which ends up being 45, and that is answer choice D.